Hello everyone and good morning. This is Asim from Trade with Asim and Sajjad, and today I'm here with daily analysis. Before I start my analysis, I would just ask those who have joined our channel for the first time, kindly click on the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get all the video updates that we post on daily basis. Looking into all the important events for the economic calendar, we are expecting in 42 minutes the Eurozone news from the German PPI. Then later on we have got from CPI for the month of November at 9:30 GMT. We have some current account news from US, core CPI from Canada, existing home sales from the US, and FOMC meeting. Crude oil inventories are there, which is really important. FOMC press conference will be there, Fed interest rate decision, and trade balancing from the New Zealand. So these are the some important events which will occur today for the 19 December 2018. Moving on to our daily analysis, as you can see, we have got the dollar index. It's below the pivot, and I'm expecting a bearish momentum for the dollar index. So be sure that all the pairs might see a little bit hike while we do see a drop in the dollar index. But as we can see, it has bounced back yesterday, and today it started below the pivot. I would once again expect that it will drop below this resistance or make it bounce back. Once it gets bounce back, we need to wait for that confirmation. If it goes above, then we need to look into the other pair. But at the moment, I'm bearish for the day. Moving on to the euro dollar, as we can see that it has opened above the pivot, as it's completely a zero opposite copy of the dollar index, so it's above the pivot. If it remains for today for above the pivot, which is at 1.137, I would expect that it will reach and try to approach resistance 1 at 1.141, and break above this resistance would be a resistance 2, which is at 1.144. Mostly I'm expecting a bearish trend and would expect it to go high above resistance 1. Moving on to GBPUSD, as we can see that GBPUSD is currently trading at pivot. Its pivot is at 1.266 and resistance 1 is at 1.270. If the dollar keeps on dropping, we would expect a bearish momentum in the same pair as well, and would expect a much more higher approach towards the resistance 1 and 2. Moving on to the USD Canadian dollar, as you can see, there was a hike yesterday and got rejected from resistance 1. Currently it's above the pivot, but I would expect that it would have a bearish momentum as the dollar is getting weaker as well. Our last pair of the day is the gold. As you can see, it's currently open at a level of 1251, but could not retain the level, and it is just trading at pivot. It might drop itself from this existing level and would might enter a bearish momentum, but I would expect that it will try to breach resistance 1 at 1253.28. That's all from Trade with Asim and Sajjad. If you like the video, kindly click on the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up icon. Thank you so much. See you then.